There is definitely a lot to talk about after that Nintendo Direct. There was certainly some unexpected surprises, but absolutely some welcome ones. Of course, like every Nintendo Direct, there was a little bit of good, a little bit of bad, and I'm gonna go over it. Now, I'm not gonna talk about every little tiny thing in the Direct. I'm not gonna talk about every game. There were some games that I'm just not interested in, so I really don't have any desire to talk about them. I'm really just going to hit the main stuff that I really enjoyed or I really didn't like. So let's just get right into it. To start off, we had that teaser trailer for the Monster Hunter DLC. I'm not going to lie, I 100% totally thought that this was a Super Smash Bros. Trailer for the next character. And when I saw the Rathalos fly onto the screen, I laughed because I was like, God damn, the last character is really Monster Hunter. But then it turns out that it was just a regular trailer for the Monster Hunter DLC for Rise. I mean, it looked just like a Smash trailer. You can't tell me that it didn't have the same aesthetic. The random ruins, the purple sky. It just looked like so many Smash trailers that we've gotten before. So I definitely fell for that one. But I mean, there really isn't much to say about it. We didn't really see much besides like a new monster and whatnot. I mean, I'm excited for it. I liked Rise. I thought it was a really fun game. I love Monster Hunter. I didn't put as much time into it as I would really like to. Just didn't have the time to dedicate. But I'm still excited to see this DLC. So, again, Rise is an awesome game. Hyped to see it. Definitely one of the highlights for me for this Direct was seeing more about Mario Party. I'm very excited for this game. Like, I am super excited for this. I haven't been this excited for a Mario Party game in a long time. It's cool to see Horrorland make a comeback. It's cool to see Yoshi's Tropical Island. I'm super excited for both of them. I know the game isn't even out yet, but I'm really interested to see if there's going to be DLC for this game. If we're going to get new boards at all. I mean, who knows? Maybe we will, maybe we won't. To be honest, even if we don't, I think I'm pretty satisfied with the board selection. So yeah, I mean, just generally excited for this. I cannot wait. Returning back to the subject of Super Smash Bros., it was funny to see them let everybody down gently by throwing out that little thing about, oh, Mr. Sakurai is going to be doing a presentation on October 5th. So yeah, there's no Smash characters in here. They definitely threw that one out there relatively early in the Direct, so I guess people wouldn't be sitting on the whole thing expecting something. Funnily enough, it was predicted in my live stream the night before the Direct that we wouldn't get a Smash character in there, so look at that. That shit came true. I guess Smash fans get a little bit longer to speculate. Sakurai's wild ride isn't over yet. It's cool to see that the OG Kotor is coming to the Switch. It's easily one of the best RPG games of all time. If you're a Star Wars fan, if you're a fan of RPGs generally, it's a must-have, honestly. And the fact that you can play Kotor on the go, that's definitely a nice bonus. So again, really cool to see Animal Crossing getting a whole Direct dedicated to it, to the new content coming out for it. Very nice. That really bodes well, in my opinion, that there's going to be a really large dump of content for that game, since they're going to be dedicating a whole Direct towards it, so that's really cool for Animal Crossing fans. More content is always nice, and this Animal Crossing sold so well, Nintendo would be absolute fools not to keep that train rolling by just adding more updates to it, so great. So here's a fun one. I wasn't completely paying attention watching this Direct, like I was going in and out, because, you know, I had other things going on. So I kind of missed the first few seconds or so of this trailer for Kirby, and I look up and all I see is the palm trees, and I'm thinking to myself, no way, no way is this a new Donkey Kong game. And then of course, no, my hopes are dashed when I see Kirby laying on the goddamn beach. And then, just to really stick the knife in, he's running around in a whole jungle world with giant apes and big ass crocodiles. But in all seriousness, this game does look really interesting. Seeing Kirby go to a 3D platformer is definitely awesome. This is certainly new ground with the Kirby franchise, and I'm really excited to see this. I'm really excited to play this. I haven't really played any Kirby games recently. The last Kirby game I really got into was Kirby and the Rainbow Curse, which I mostly played because I absolutely loved the visuals. But seeing a 3D platformer with Kirby is definitely awesome. I mean, I'm a huge 3D platformer fan, so I'm definitely looking forward to this. I'll probably be making a video dedicated to just talking about that game a little bit down the road. But yeah, this looks like an awesome game and I'm very excited for it. Square Enix making their own Mario Kart is definitely interesting. I mean, there really isn't much more to say about this game, is that it looks like a Mario Kart clone, but with Final Fantasy characters. It actually looks like a fun little kart racer, and I can totally see myself picking it up. I'm definitely curious to see what the roster of characters is going to look like, really hoping that my girl Terra gets put in there from Final Fantasy VI. Of course, we got another trailer for Dread. You can't get me any more hype for this game than I already am. I cannot wait for this game. It can't come soon enough, and it's so fucking close. Metroid Fusion is my all-time favorite Metroid game, so seeing the X-Parasite in the trailer, seeing the direct connections onto that game just gets me even more excited. I really just can't wait for this. Now, one of the bigger announcements during the Direct, of course, was that we will be getting N64 games and Sega Genesis games, shockingly, added to the online service. This may not have been a huge surprise to everybody, especially because there was that leak with the controller, so there were a lot of people speculating that it could have to do with the N64, because we would be getting an N64 controller. It's very cool to see that we're also getting a Sega Genesis controller. But yes, this is very, very cool. Any of you who are regular watchers of my channel know that I have been quite critical of Nintendo's lack of their older games on the Switch. I think it's a little ridiculous that we still only have NES and SNES on the online service. And considering how long Nintendo's online service has been available, it's long overdue for us to get other platforms on there. It's nice that we're getting two, especially, again, considering the length of time. I was hoping that we would get more than just one added, so that's nice. And the roster of games for both the Genesis and N64 are looking pretty good. I'll be honest, it would have been nice to see a little bit more N64 games, but, you know, it's fine. I'll take what I can get. The really nice surprise for me personally is the fact that Banjo-Kazooie is back, baby. Now, of course, I already have Banjo-Kazooie on my Xbox. I have plenty of ways to play it, but it's going to be cool to see Banjo back on a Nintendo console again. It's going to be wild. I mean, my love for Banjo-Kazooie just makes this incredible for me. The nostalgia to see one of my favorite games of all time back with the company that it started with on one of their consoles is just amazing, and I cannot be any more grateful to Rare for allowing Nintendo to do this. And I really hope that this opens the door for more Rare games to be added to this service as well, and goddamn, please give me Diddy Kong Racing. But while all this is well and good, it's the classic monkey paw situation with Nintendo. You can't have everything you want without there being some kind of negative. And the negative, in my opinion, is the fact that they're using this as an excuse to charge you more money for the online service. Now, to be fair, we do not know how much more money it's going to cost, and we also don't know other details as well. Maybe there will be other benefits coming with this expansion pack that they're doing with Nintendo Online. But I don't want to jump the gun here and say that it's going to be all positive or all negative right off the bat. For now, I'm just going to be happy that we're getting more games added to the online service. N64 is coming, which is a big system in my opinion. There's a lot of great classics on the N64. And holy shit, was it nice to have Nintendo acknowledge anything F-Zero again. Goddamn. I will probably be doing a separate video talking about this whole thing on its own, but it's definitely going to be mostly speculation, and I really want to wait to judge it completely until we have more information. So hopefully we'll get more information soon. The outright biggest surprise with the Direct for me was getting information on the Mario movie that'll be coming out next year. Holy shit. This was just wild. This is another thing that I want to make a video by itself, talking about this movie, speculating, and talking about the cast. But at face value, I'm just going to say that I'm actually really excited for this movie, and I'm excited for the cast, to be honest. There's a lot of actors in there that I personally love, okay? I love Keegan-Michael Key, I love Jack Black, I love Charlie Day. I don't really know how I feel about Chris Pratt as Mario or Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. However, I will say this, the fact that Donkey Kong and Cranky Kong are both going to be in this movie has me incredibly hyped. I wasn't expecting any Donkey Kong characters to be in the Mario movie, but the fact that they're going to be in there just makes me so happy. And of course, it's amazing to see that Charles Martinet is going to be involved in the movie in some way, shape, or form. I know a lot of people are sour because he isn't voicing Mario in the movie, but unfortunately, I mean, this is the current Hollywood that we are in. They're gonna get major actors to be these characters. It's just the way things are right now. Not that I personally agree with that either, but that's a discussion for a future video. We got to see more of Splatoon 3. Honestly, the more I see about this game, the more excited I get. I mean, I like Splatoon. It's not my favorite game, but I do enjoy it. But seeing these crazy mechs and all this shit in this game just makes me more excited to play it. I don't know, it just looks crazy. Plus, the story mode looks really interesting. The fact that mammals are returning to the world. So this game definitely looks like it's going to be kind of crazy. And then finally, they decided to show us Bayonetta 3, which I know got a lot of people excited, a lot of people really hyped. I'm not a big Bayonetta fan. I played the first game. I never even bothered with the second one. But it looks cool. I mean, yeah, it looks like a good game. I actually really like Bayonetta's design in this game more than I have in past games. I think she looks really cool. So, I mean, yeah, it looks like a good game, and I'm glad that Bayonetta fans finally got to see more of a game that they've been waiting on for quite a while. But what was your guys' favorite part of this September Direct? Why don't you let me know down in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a like. That really helps out the channel. If you really like this video, feel free to subscribe. I put out gaming videos every couple of weeks or so. I mostly focus on Nintendo, but I'm more than happy to talk about any company or whatever, any games that I really enjoy. While my uploads are pretty spaced out, I do upload relatively regularly. So if you want to, ring that little bell there, so when I actually do upload, you'll be notified. If you love video games as much as I do, if you love comic books, role-playing games, cartoons, television, whatever, feel free to join my Discord. I'll have a link down in the description below. There's a lot of people in there. It's growing every day. We have a great community. We love talking about all different stuff. Right now, the hot topics, of course, are the Direct, Nickelodeon All-Stars, all that kind of stuff. It's a great place to meet people, and of course, if you're trying to play more games and find more people to play games with, there's plenty of people in the community that will love to play games with you. And of course, I love meeting you guys and interacting with you and just talking to you and just learning about what you love and what kind of games you enjoy playing. So yeah, please feel free to join. And finally, at the end of all my videos, I like to thank everybody who's subscribing, everybody who's watching. I say it at the end of all my videos, and I always mean it. It means so much to me that you guys are watching my content, listening. It really does. I cannot begin to even put it into words how much I really do appreciate you guys so much. My channel is surprisingly growing faster than what I thought it would be by this time, and it just blows my mind. Thank you so much. Stay safe out there. Have a good one, and bye-bye.